Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Just gonna do my usual test here. So we'll just slide over here. Go live. Just to make sure everything's working. Excellent connection. There we go. Alright, we'll just do a refresh on here. And we're gonna test for sound. Loading. Just make sure everything's working. Excellent connection. There we go. Alright, we'll just do a refresh on here. And we're going to test for sound. Loading. Just make sure everything's working. Excellent connection. There we go. Alright, we'll just do a refresh on here. And we're going to test for sound. Alright. Yep, so I had a brain fart there. I could keep this running, I guess. I'll just minimize this. So, yep. Should I close things off? Alright, yeah, I guess we could get right into, just the reminders. It is the first Tuesday of the month, so that means there's free stuff. Don't forget to pick it up. This is a really good month for me. Animations are always good. These are definitely weird animations, though. It says a huge full animation set. If you click it, it's like, 398 animations. But you look in, there's cardio gym, cardio machines, and yoga. So over half of this is fitness. And then these are like a mixture of shooter animations. So they're just different variations of shooter animations, like crawling and crouching and holding the rifle in certain different directions. They do have some other animations in there. It does say ultimate, but looking at all the animations, it's definitely more shooter heavy and pretty random. The random mix of animations, and that's what you're gonna get like with a lot of packs. Because it's just out there for a broad audience, it's never going to be exactly what you need specifically. So sometimes you have to pick up a couple different packs to get all the animations you're kind of looking for, or again just do it yourself in Unreal Engine or in Blender. There's usually tons of tutorials, but the Unreal Engine now just switched to control rig, so you just have to check out a control rig tutorial. I have not done that yet myself, but I'm told it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. They have biomes, which is just procedural generated volumes to generate foliage for you, and procedure generated like materials. So when you place the material, the landscape, it will generate nice foliage for you. It says 3, but really it's 2 with the winter version. So you got northern and a Mediterranean, and then you have the northern, which is winter and summer. And the summer isn't even summer, it's more like fall, I would say. Because this one here is the summer. This is the summer. You see it has like yellow trees. So that's when you're just seeing that in the fall. So I really wouldn't call it summer. I would definitely call it fall. And then the winter. And then the Mediterranean ones. This is more like a Mediterranean kind of thing. I just realized it says it has palm trees, but I don't think it's going to have a cut palm tree. Still think I'm looking for my cut palm tree. It's something that's odd that it's really just annoying to find on the marketplace. Just a specific palm tree stump that goes with the assets that I already have. Magic and sounds, it's just sounds for magic, like pew, different things like that. This is really good too. Another one of the big ticket items is a triple house villa. I think I probably threw this into my to watch list or wish list like 6 or 7 times. I just couldn't convince myself. There's so much here, so many assets and stuff, but I just couldn't spend the $130. And now I got it for free, thanks to Epic. But yeah, this is a pretty pricey pack, but it's because it just has so many assets. It's just so many things, and you know what I mean, it's pretty good quality and pretty detailed. So again, it's animations, yep. Foliage, always good, yep. And just assets, great. I don't know about this did it hit. This is like a plugin. First, I'm having a problem with plugins in the first place because as you upgrade your engine, you run into problems when you're trying to upgrade your project, because the plugins are part of the engine, not your project file. So when you're trying to migrate your project up, you have to hope that the plugin was already updated to the new engine version, and stuff like that. Some plugins take longer to update and stuff, and you're waiting on them. Then this is a plugin which is already rough as it is, and then yeah, it's just doing hit detection. But everything that I have tested, Unreal has a really good hit detection if you just want to do complex collision. It is a little bit more performance heavy. You definitely know if it hit or not. If you were just looking to see if something hit. And then again, you could have simpler collisions to break down into more complex collisions if you're doing something more for melee. But yeah, so it's what that sounds. Sounds are always good, always good. Then the permanently free asset. We click on the link here. It's going to take me to an external. The permanently free asset is advanced stats with runes. It's kind of like how you'd level up, like interfaces for leveling up widgets and stuff like that, and health and damage and attack speed and stuff. And if you want to do it where you have runes to swap in and out to adjust your stats, you know what I mean, this is pretty much a template for that. A bunch of widgets for that, different ways and for customization, so you can slot in runes that will affect your overall stats. And looks like he added some gold and money resources for you too, and shop icons to buy these things. But yeah, don't forget your free assets for the month. Alright, now on Sunday when we were here last, I wanted to do some shooting, some more like, instead of just like coding all the time, I wanted to do some more shooting stuff. Before I dive too much and getting a lot of prep done, I wanted to make sure that I could bring this in the 5.1 version, so I could start bringing stuff in this 5.1 version. Oh, it's 5.3. They updated. I see. Because a couple of my products don't work in 5.0. They only work in 5.1, so I kind of had to upgrade to 5.1. And I'm gonna have to bring my two projects into 5.1. Before I even thought of even doing that, I wanted to make sure everything moved over properly, and so far it did. I also got distracted. I left it open here. I'm working on again my VTuber stuff. So this is gonna basement, and I'm gonna put a green screen like right here, and like a teleport kind of action. So whenever I want to do green screen stuff, my character will be there, and I'm gonna have like this kind of grimy house with multiple different scenes in it, depending on where I want to stream for. But you can see it's a little chunky, so I am taking it apart and fixing it. Because I do want to get my VTuber back. I do want to work on that stuff, and have my VTuber guy. So, yeah. In order to get my VTuber back, I do have to adjust this. See, there's lighting problems here. It's because a lot of these things are designed at really high fidelity or like high quality pictures to kind of sell the product. And obviously you wouldn't use it in a gaming state. You'd use it just for like even maybe just a video state. And so now I have to go around and nanite and change a lot of the meshes to fit what I want. Put them in there, and again I'm gonna add like a green screen, and I'm gonna add computer stuff, and but the house, the whole point is the house is pretty dark and grimy looking, kind of to add to that horror kind of theme. All right, and I'm gonna obviously change the lighting and stuff. I got some grass in there in the background, add some trees and stuff, so that's gonna be like my VTubing place. But not gonna work on VTubing stuff while you guys are here. That's something that's off stream. That's something I'm focusing on. Today I wanted to actually, yes, get back into shooting and stuff. So in order to do that, let's go into our project settings. We're gonna go to our maps and modes. I change all this stuff to test the easy survival stuff. We're gonna change these maps over. Map. We're into change our player controller. We're gonna change our default. Alright. Then for maps, levels, let me see here. What should I call this folder? I don't want to change it a bunch of times. This is for the horde kind of mode. I don't want to just call it horde mode. Call it escape death. And we'll make a new level, and it will be just a blank level. And file, we'll save this level as escape port. So we got an escape port here. In this case, what we will do is Windows levels, persistent level, add existing, escape port. No, we can't add ourselves military port. I wonder. Levels, shared, military port. I haven't done so so much new stuff with 1.5. So we do have lighting and everything. We have too much light. It's so much light you can't even see what's going on, really. And there's a skybox and stuff like that. But I wonder if they're stopping us from being able to use this regular game mode and add a persistent map into it. Alright. Unable to delete it while it's open. We'll go back to this here. Won't save that because it's not changing anything. And I might have to look into that. And we're going to go to our outliner and we're going to fix this lighting situation. There we go. Alright, we got our little area. Now normally we would have what's called our escape map, and we would load in this stuff. But let's see if I drag in a player start, basics, player start. Details, player start. I hit play. So this menu is a part of this player control. In the ground. So that's one of the things we were wanting to work on today. So, what happens in the project settings, we get our default pawn, and this is what we get here. We get a HUD, we get a player controller, and stuff like that. So the player controller is probably what sets up and puts our character in. So, what we want to do for now maybe is make our own game mode so we could override this. We'll just call it test. So we're going to find home, new folder, game modes. And in here, do a new blueprint. Under media, gameplay, blueprints. All classes, game mode. Yeah, so we have game mode, and then just game mode is the subclass of game mode. And then there's third person game mode, which is a type of game mode. And then there's a couple of game modes that we have made. So we would just we'll try test. And we'll do test here. We'll unlock it and you could see that it's using a player controller and stuff. So I'm gonna play here. Huh. That's not working either. What we're gonna do then, because I think our lighting for sure is all messed up. Can't think that we're falling through the ground or anything. Let's do we have it? We do not. We're gonna have to grab it here. I gotta update it. That was the update that's usually doesn't take that long. Alright, there we go. We'll add this to our project. And that way we're gonna get a sky. Another way we could do this while we're waiting actually is we could just go to our lighting and renderer. We could just delete all these things. So delete, delete, delete. I don't need wind right now. It's delete, 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 and delete. There, we got no light. Then you go to window, environment light mixer, create, 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 create. And that's it. Now you go test and fool around with all these things and change the sun and all that stuff. But we're not going to do that. We just wanted to make sure we had light. Actually, that light is pretty bright. Directional light, maybe. We'll do it 1. There we go. A lot less intense. Alright. You hit play now. There we go. So, we're having problems with our movement and stuff like that. Alright. So it's not something we want to use. Let's try one of those for now. See how this works. Not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to move. We'll go back to test. And we want to, we have that HUD. We could have this, and this is what we want to look into anyway. I want to see what's going on here. And the HUD's fine. I'm not too sure if it's gonna link up with the player that much, but we're gonna look into this. We want to start running around shooting stuff. We want to be able to just dive in. So, in fact, I want to create a second window. We're gonna go find in home. We're gonna make a folder for player controllers, and copy that here. And put our player controller there. Shooter. So first thing we want to look at is our begin play. So what happens? We clear our client UI, make sure visibility is set to the collapse, and yeah, we're just collapsing UI. Target HUD is of HUD type, so if we don't have the right hub, it will kind of complain. Interesting. So we go back to our event graph, client, level widget, scoreboard, countdown, refresh load, refresh player data. Enable input, cast to different player states. Alright. Load player data. Game instance, load player settings. Player main mesh. Blur weapon ID slots. Pretty in depth. Stop input, disconnect end. Enable player movement. And again, a lot of this stuff is linking back and forth between each other. So we're going to, because this is our shooter, we're going to want to break this here. We're gonna take all these nice commented things, everything here. We're going to move this to the right. And for now, we just want to, we're gonna create a player. And we're gonna see what happens now. We're just gonna hit play, and it should kind of almost get like the same kind of screen we have now. Dialogue. I don't know why that errored. Obviously, it still works. Everything still works. It has no problems. Save button. You see, is trying to animate a non-existent widget. Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, and I can move around and stuff. Ooh, I gotta bring that ground up a bit. But I think that's walled off anyway, so I think we can go that way. Alright. So, it's just default pawn, right? So, now what we would do is we go into our shooter. Spawn actor from class. Should I look for all the actors of player start position, and when it's complete, we're going to get our player start condition and spawn in our actor. In this case, master Just want to get something simple in there, see how things go. Do we have a player start? We do. So we had play. Yeah, whenever we're testing something, print screens usually is the way to go through. Just do quick tests. So we're gonna see if the guy spawn completed. So if we hit play, we should see two strings, one with the position and one with the completion. So what it's saying is it's spawning our actor, but our actor's actually invisible. So what is this guy? Let's go to him. Go to our viewport, there's nothing there. That's why it's not spawning anything. BC health, instruction, scan for items. So if you guys are wondering what I'm trying to do here, interaction master. Was if we go into here, go into maps. I'll show you again the game mode that we have. I was just trying to use this character, but I might have to just use the CC character just for demoing some stuff and getting some stuff tested. So this is the character we're trying to use. It's all menu HUD. This is overridden. This is what we were trying to get again. This guy, we just wanted to get this guy. We wanted to get some zombies in there and kill some zombies. That's why I thought I could show you guys today. But apparently that's going to be a lot harder than I expected. But I still want to do that, so we're going to go to CC Customizer. He just has a showcase. I want to see what's in his world settings, and so I could just maybe grab those guys. I think he just has a player controller, nothing else. See, he had a player state, he had a player controller, and this guy has a menu. And then I know when he gets into game mode, I think he definitely has this blank. So he has his game mode, which has a default character because he's going to be adding the character somewhere. His specific HUD, specific player controller, specific game state, and specific player state for using the multiplayer. Where this just has yeah, just a HUD, blank HUD, and he just has the player controller. The player controller does it all. So if we look at the CC player controller, it is going to do the same kind of thing. Create widget keybinds, create some persistent UI settings, apply the settings, get game mode, default pawn class, is it valid? If it's false, get all actors with tag, and spawn a CC main menu and spawn a lobby character. So go back. I don't think it's gonna work, but it'd be fun to see what happens. We're gonna put the CC player controller in there and see what happens. CC player controller. Nothing happens because what happens right off the hop is it becomes false. Just do player controller. HUD. Let's go to customizer, HUD, nothing. Persistent UI, damage indicator, and stuff like that. Let's try that. We'll do. Oh, it's not even a thing. All right, we'll just go with. These ones are clearly made, so we'll just go with that HUD. And we'll do CC mail. Nope. We'll try to do this. We'll go back to CC mail. even if this CC mail does spawn, I'll have to set up inputs. I'll have to go into the CC mails inputs and kind of match them to the inputs that we have right now. This inputs will be off. You know what? One thing I wanted to test today and show you guys was going over the AI. So I should probably just go through the AI to test. Well, we won't say that. So he has BP player and everything else is base. And he's just using the third person gameplay. So hit play here. We're actually just, so we want to create a character with an actual gun though. The fastest way to test is still use the character creator, the character customizer, because this doesn't have a character. Spawn point, spawning the enemies. Why is it so fast? Trigger spawn. So. So what we want to do is we want to change these guys to like actual zombies, and we actually want to shoot these guys. That's our goal. That's what we want to do for something fun. Alright. So, if we go to character customizer, go to maps, we go to showcase map. Sure. Don't save that. We could save that to get that out of the way. We don't need all this stuff. Nope. All we want is the lobby info. Pawn main menu. Okay. all I want is this. So we're going to edit, copy, Control C. Right, then we are going to make a new level for now. New level. Open world. Sure. Don't save. Save any changes to that. This is what we're going to be using to test stuff in. We're going to go down to the center here. Go back here. And we'll go Control V. Oh. So we want our outliner. Our player start will be 0, 0, 0. And we'll have to bring it up so it's, above the ground. Here we go. Now this lobby with all the characters in it. We want this at 0, 0, 0. But we want it under the ground. And we might have to do minus 3000. We'll see how our light looks. Not good. So it will brighten up, but we do want to just stick a little light where our characters are. Basic lights, point light. Just like that. And now in this, we're going to go to our test. This is a default pawn HUD. This will be actually our CC controller. So we'll go to our character now, or finding home, player controller. We will switch this to something else like this. We'll try to delete this. Oh, we'll try to delete this. We'll open this up. We'll switch this to... Oh, we didn't compile and save. And now we'll try to delete this. It's just held in memory. Which is fine. We'll go back to Windows, Content. We'll go to Character Customizer, no. Components, no. Character Customizer, characters, no. Character Customizer, CC, player, controller. We're going to copy this here, and we're going to rename this to shooter. And now we're going to put shooter back in here. We're going to save all. We're going to rename our map to save current level as. It's going to be shared. Sure. Zombie test. Oh, already 9:56. Darn. I really didn't expect him to do such complicated stuff with the regular just multiplayer shooter. I thought it was going to be a baseline character. I understand the character customizer is complicated with because it's a bunch of meshes for the character to be designed, and the third-person character doesn't have a gun. I guess I could try to look for another template with just a shooting guy, but I think that would defeat the purpose, because I know we just wanted to get some shooting in, but I will either be using the third person character, or I'd be using yeah, I'd either be using the third person character, or I'd definitely be using the multiplayer guy got if I could get it to work. So which I should be able to get it to work. Wow. For a blank level, I don't know why this is taking so long to save. Is everything else going okay here? I got stuff that's always popping up. Well, I can't move that. So I can click this though. Yeah, looks like it's loading okay. You guys should be able to hear me. Trying to think. They didn't end up using that sky in the end. I wanted to try to keep things minimal. Yeah, pretty much. We'll look at the character creator. We get bang bang pow pow. Then in this new map, that's not the character demo map, then we will, I think it's going to bring up the whole menu and everything. I think that's fine. It is what it is. Doesn't take too long. You can just skip it. It's not like the other menu that brings you into a game mode and all this stuff. It's just that actual character creator. Then we can bring in those spawn guys to see if we get those guys in. You start working on the zombies. Oh, the other thing I wanted to let you guys know. I know this is a little bit late. I should have let it know at the beginning of the stream, because I know people are definitely not going to be here now. Humble Bundle has a new sale. Humble Bundle. A bundle. I definitely want to go over this maybe in the beginning of the next stream for those who are there. But Humble Bundle has a new sale that is definitely geared to people like me. This one's almost over. Anyone can code an online course. But this is the one I'm looking at. All this zombie stuff, animations, zombie animations. Each of the zombies come with animations. I have a lot of this guy's stuff already, but this just has extra stuff on top. The only thing is these are like almost two separate companies, so they don't give you like a coupon for the actual Unreal site. You have to go to this guy's site and then these guys' site. This is like mocap, and these guys is Yamara. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's like a smaller company or what, but they do a lot of this like material stuff where like things get moss and go dirty over time, and they have like this decomposition where this guy get maggots and everything on him. It's pretty cool. But again, so normally the price of this is a lot, as you can expect. So it's like probably like $1,000 on sale for as low as everything for $33, and then you could choose who the donation goes to. Alzheimer's Used With, Interactive, Humble Bundle, and stuff. You can do custom amounts, etc., etc. And yeah, it goes to help out everybody. Oh yeah, so almost like a $1,500 value, and again, cop cars, and there's a drivable. These are drivable cop cars, drivable Jeep, van, truck, and again, it's also, you could have it look like post-apocalyptic. So definitely own all this stuff, but definitely still want to pick up the pack. I mean, I don't own all of it. I own just a couple of things. I own this right here. I don't think I own all three of these. I know for sure I own this, unless this is all the same thing. I own this. I own this. I think I own this. I own one of the car packs. And I don't own any of the zombies. And I don't own any of the animations. I don't own the characters either. So their hats and stuff might be nice. Alright. So we have our shooter. Let's hit play and see what happens. Nothing happens. Let's open up our shooter class. This wasn't the same controller. Did I grab the wrong controller somehow? Character creator, CC, player controller. Player controller. That's what we're looking for. That doesn't look the same. Browse the location. Open up window. 2. Copy here. We'll open this up. What is going on? Event graph. Oh. This is the same. So we'll try that again. F2, we'll do shooter. I'll figure out where this is going wrong. And we'll put this back to shooter. Okay. Couponings, create widgets, settings, apply settings, has remote, string, remote, string, default is true. Oh, default is true. That's our problem. Forgot, this guy actually manually sets this to none. He wants none of that. So let's hit play again. There we go. Why is our skin invisible? Select character. We're missing our hands. Preparing mesh cards. Sure. If we hit play, it should just bring us to our spot. So that's all good. Let's, while that's saving, let's go back to our showcase, and we could save that, and we're gonna grab our gun. For some reason we didn't have one, but don't worry, there is one in here somewhere. I know there's a... Oh, my speed, why is it so fast? On the table here? It's a baseball bat and a flashlight. It's like leaning up against something. Where was the rifle? There it is. What is this blueprint called? I will just copy it. We will go back to our level, finding home, levels, shared, our zombie test. Where start? The interactable tool. Let's just 0, 0, 0 for now. We'll pick this back up to like 4. And we will stick it like here. You want it like right in front of the character pretty much. So we'll hit play. Still preparing character cards, probably why I don't have any hands, I'm guessing. Back to pick up. So we are not able to fire. So let's go to character customizer, characters, full. Yeah, this is what I was saying. We don't have a lot of these things in. So we could take this out here for now. Default action is probably what we would need. So we're going to go to our project settings. I have a ton of stuff for now. I'll have to work these down. So it's input, because I have a bunch, but because I'm just testing stuff. I don't think there is a max. So input action. Oh, action default. I think that should be F. Or E, I think it is. Because I was able to interact with that thing on the ground. So I think he actually called it interact. Confirm, cycle, yeah. Guessing he actually called it interact. Action 1. Action 2, and this is why I couldn't switch through my weapons. So normally you wouldn't need to actually put a weapon in the map. Character by default spawns with action 3. Action 4. 4. Action 5. 5. I need main fire and secondary fire for sure. Main fire, which is, and secondary fire. And that way I can test the gun out. Camera mode. We'll just set that to V. We don't need the walk. We don't need a lot of that other stuff for now. The cycle and all that's just for like gamepad and things. So we're able to test here. See if we still doing stuff actually. So we still might not have still don't have our hands. Again, so we drop. So something's consuming my click, I'm guessing. Oops, that's MVC. Oh right, I already have this thing. It's over here. Shooter. We want to place this back up here. Player input. Warning. Did I spell main fire wrong? Mate fire. Alright, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. So I could delete this tool rifle because it's just a trick because it actually has no ammo. I'm gonna hit one. So now we can shoot, but we're gonna need ammo. Blue rifle. Oop. Rifle. Tool. Current resource. Data tool. Resource currency. If we do this tool pickup, all the basics. A rifle pickup, a tool pickup. Let's try a rifle pickup. It's actually on the ground. We'd hit play again. Doesn't have any aimed outsides or anything. Whoa. Where'd the rifle go? And we will make sure that's definitely above the ground. There we go. Rifle pickup, tool pickup. Tool pickup has ammo. A pickup, a tool base. Construction. Weird. Again, the whole point of this kit is for the customizer, so I think he was playing around with a bunch of other stuff, but it's not his focus. So I can pick up that, but I actually can't pick up this tool. So the rifle tool pickup, I thought I had put something like that in there before. But this is actually not pickupable. Rifle. Do 30. Let's see now. I just want to make sure to. Did I hit F1? Yeah, I hit F1. So the resource is how much ammo we have. Okay. So we got some shooting in there. We want to go to our AI map, example map. I want to bring some of that stuff in. Actually, we'll even bring Everything except the walls, I guess. Well, I guess I don't need the floor either. Mesh bounds, we'll get the player, recast, AI spawners. No text, I guess. Trigger spawners. We don't need the walls or the floor or the lighting sources. Control C, we'll right click, copy, and we will go back over to our test level. And we will pop up out of the ground. Control V. We'll slide this guy here. And we'll put these guys nicely on the ground. Like that. Hit play. Whoa. So these guys are just taking a line trace. So we want to go into our AI Pro blueprints, simple AI parent, simple big AI. This is the class defaults here. And doesn't look like he's done anything. Let's go to the parent. Put your player there. So CC male at this time. For the closest one, AI move. Let's see if the CC. Cause let's go to. We have a bunch of these things open. We can close some of this stuff. CC character full. We're gonna open the male BP. Yeah, he has full. That's what he extends from. So let's see if we change that to CC character full, if it'll see both. I'd change it to my character. So will follow me. Die. Dead. Find references. Get dead. 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 Die. Do once. Whoa, this is just a standard macro. Let's go back here. Do one simple physics. Destroy F. Set is dead to true. So, I think it's set in this simple player class. We'll go into the blueprints. So we must be just setting them to dead. Gamepad input. Touch. Jump input. Jump. Look around, turn, move, touch, turn rate, begin, attack, left mouse button, attack server, server cast attack, attack does a line trace casts a simple II and just sets it to dead. So in our case, tool recoil factor trace. A tool rifle has ammo, has muzzle, has recoil, firing time, find references, get firing time, recoil, combat, reset attack, find references. So we might need to go into tool, open up parent. Combat, check hit. For all tools, equip montage. What about the rifle? Shooting a bullet. Or let's just line rifle fire. There we go. Rifle line trace. So we would go to the simple player. We would copy this out here. You close this. You could close this master shooter. I'll do that after dialogue. Definitely could close. And you want to go into a rifle tool. Paste this in. Is it hit actor? After the line trace, out hit. After the line trace, out hit. Hit actor, yes. There we go. Should be able to shoot these guys. Just simple kind of shooting now. Player character. Ooh. There we go. Why are they spawning the arena? Yeah, they seem like they're spawning like right here. Instead of like near the spawn point. Trying to move these guys out a bit more, see if that helps. And the player is definitely on the inside. Unless there is something else here that I do not see. Directional light. Line magic cloud. Again, we're going to stick this guy in the farthest corner. I'm gonna hit play. See, I'm gonna hit play right away. Yeah, they're gonna go to this kind of like far corner here. There must be somewhere it's spawn wave. So our spawn wave guy definitely want to make sure that these guys are the triggers for, so we could see the triggers actually happen. There we go. See if we get anything now. There we go. So we just have to we would just normally create something that when you hit F or you bump into it. So we looked up this pickup to see what kind of interaction it has. So like this one, we have this pickup tool, viewport. See this sphere, this trace sphere. It triggers an interact kind of blueprint off the pickup. So it comes from base pickup. And guessing that this is not done either. Just pretty basic. All it did was change the default class, I'm sure. Tool resource, tool data. We'll search through that. Log on, interact, tool data, pickup type, tool. We do like ammo. Browse the parent, complete, save that. I have to know character tools. Gotta know if there's a way to tell if he has a rifle. And it just has. I think I'd have to make my own data table for like a pickup. One hand repping rifle, resource max 20. Such an odd and out. Alright. So, we'll take the content, AI, blueprints, simple, save, sure. I don't think I did anything. Save, sure. Spawner. Did it say big AI and simple parent? Yeah, it does do simple parent and big AI. Okay. It gets from simple parent. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to duplicate simple parent. So we want to go Windows, content folder, 2. Game mode. We want new folder for characters. NPCs. Then we could have one for like animals. And then in NPCs, we'll do zombies. And we will copy this here. And now we want this SK mannequin. We're going to open this up. Save. And it looks like your basic UE4 mannequin. So we're going to go to its content, our insane zombies, go for zombie 0, zombie 0. Our zombie 0 is supposed to have the same skeletal mesh, so we will again go to this guy and we will browse to him, and then we click our zomboid and paste it in. Save. So he's compatible with that mesh. I just kind of want to do a one-way thing right now. And with him compatible with that mesh, we want to go to our mesh and we want to do our zomboid. We're going to browse to that and we want to go back to finding home, characters, NPCs, zombies. Test zombie. That way we know our test zombie. And so we do this, we browse to this now. We have our test zombie. Right, insert them there. Third person it was. And we'll just see how that works. Test zombie. And we'll try that again. Ooh. Alright, I got stuck. They trapped me. Alright. I keep thinking that I have to go get that gun, but really I already have my gun on me. Oh. They don't... Yeah, because I don't have the nav mesh. I'm not dying no more. You know what? They're not dying because... For some reason, the way he does it, he sets it in the actual tool. So it's gonna be... Is that in my player? Rifle tool? Yeah, it's in my rifle tool. Sweet test. So, cast to test this zombie. We can just add this to the end actually. Do a break here. Hit actor is test zombie. We'll do the same thing. We will say it is dead. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the test zombies dead. Dead. Actually, I don't know why they have this here. Driving me crazy. Put that in there. There. Bring that in. There we go. Our test zombie. We go to viewport. What's going on with my legs? We want to fix that. There we go. There we go, boys. We got some zombies. Oh, our zombies still aren't dying. They're taking our bullets. Why are our zombies dying? Save. They have the same die, same death thing. Oh, I feel it's in the tool. I feel like we can't do multiple casts like that. No, it should be fine. If it's not, it's gonna. Oh, that won't work. That's probably have to be like that. Obviously, if and this is where your player would get a little bit out of control, and this is why you would never really do it like this. You'd probably do like a bullet class, and then in the bullet class you would have like you would take point damage. This is why it dishes out point damage. Speed up point damage. How much do we do? Damage multiplier. We could probably set that up actually too. But we'll just test this first, and once we get our zombies dying, we'll set up some point damage. I need ammo. Obviously they can't get me now because I'm out of the thing. So what you would do, we have this death here, we would go to our test zombie, and why is this like this? Bring this down. This tick here. It's gotta be a first. Why is it not lining up? Oh well. Up a bit. Put your player class here. Search for the closest. And then we could do our AI move. We decide to search for the closest because these things kind of go together. Bring that out a bit, and then bring this up. Doesn't need to be that big. Bring this die up. Once. Alright guys, it's almost over. But we're, like I said, we're going to do that point damage before I leave. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, and we do point, apply point damage. Well, on event damage, point damage, right? Because I think that's what our tool's sending us. It's giving us point damage, right? We could give our zomboid health, make it a float of 100, and we do grab our health, get it, and we do health minus minus subtract. Oh, okay. It's just I don't remember it looking like that. All right. Get our health. We get our health. Replace this, and we minus it by the damage. Later on, you get damage types and hit location and all that stuff like that. And you can do if it hit the head and things like that. Damage causer. But right now we're just doing basic point damage. Because it is shooting the tool, it gives hit direction, hit info, and hit event instigator and hit causer. It does give in damage actor. We are giving it a bunch of stuff except for the damage type. So our test zombie, we could get the hit damage, hit location, and from direction, stuff like that. Bone name. And we could hit Alt to drag this out. So, and then we do a branch. If health is equal to or greater than or equal to 0. Oh, we want to do less than equal to. If our house is less than equal to 0, true, we're gonna do dead. We'll save. So now I believe zomboids might take a couple of we want to actually go back to our tool. We want to break this pin. They should still go down. File, save. So hit play. Hit play. The zomboids still go down, but they don't go down in one shot. And that's a better way of doing it. See, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. The other guys are going down in 1 shot. But yeah, yeah, we got some killing of zombies. It's a little bit better than just the dry stuff. We'll work on doing this horde mode thing maybe during streams, and I'll work on some of the boring stuff off stream, and yeah, we'll get just let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll keep showing off progress and things like that of the project. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, leave comments, hit me up if you need me, and I'll be around. Yeah, gonna always focus on this project. It's something that I want to do. There's a lot of good games that come out, like Dark Tide, and they're just not what I was looking for. I want like a survival game, but I also want like a horde kind of mode, like Dark Tide, like Killing Floor. But I want a survival part too. Like the survival part is the main part, and I just want another mode. And so if I'm doing modes, just might as well throw a couple extra modes in. You know what I mean? If I'm doing a mode style game anyway, might as well have the ability so people can choose whatever mode they want and whatever they enjoy, depending on who they have with them. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to work. If I switch to 5.1, remember the engine, Unreal Engine 4 only went to 4.27. So I feel like if we're already on 5.1, we're probably going to stick in 5.1 for a while. Because normally in 4.21, 4.22, 4.23, 4.24, and it usually goes up like that. So I have a feeling it's going to be 5.1 and then 5.11, and we might be in 5.1 for at least a year. So I hope that year, I hope to get some real progress done. Thank you guys for watching the stream, and I hope you guys have